Hello and welcome back to the Bob Cave. Dusty's happy to be back as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me here in the Bob Cave for season 4, episode number 48. Good lord, we are rocking, we are rolling, we are flying through the season. Kicking it old school as you know in the description. This is the year 1991, baby. Way back in the day. I was a young man, about, yeah, 7 years old at this point in time. Big WWF fan, I'll tell you that. Yep. Okay. So, we're starting things off with WWF Prime Time. We are now in the month of November, and it is November 11th, 1991. And Prime Time has a new format with the roundtable discussion. The panel includes Vince McMahon, Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby the Brain Heenan, uh, Mr. Perfect, and Roddy Piper. So Hot Rod, Mr. Perfect, Bobby Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon, and McMahon, Vince McMahon. So after that intro, the funeral parlor with the Macho Man starts to show off. Then we go into the first matchup. We got Hacksaw Jim Duggan taking on Big 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 Bully Busick. Geez, a lot of B's there. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan defeats Bully. We got him taking on Andre Chase. But hey, he's going to get the win either way. Next up, match number 2. We got the real world champion. Woo! The Nature Boy taking on Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Nature's got Mr. Perfect in his corner. And we're going to play this one as the Nature Boy. Now, as you may or may not know, my new old school universe mode does not consist of the UWF or World Class Championship Wrestling. Had to crunch, had to crack down, had to get who I could get here for 2K24. I do apologize for you fans out there. I apologize to myself because I really enjoyed playing both of those classic arenas and classic matches and venues, to be quite honest. We were in 87 and 88, maybe 86, 87, somewhere in that range for both shows, but a lot of fun. Sad to see it go, but we had to let it go in order to expand and have these WWF and WCW rosters as much as we could get, as close to the real thing as we could get to. So here we go, the Anvil starting things off against Nature Boy. Nature Boy picked up and going to be driven down to guillotine by the Anvil. Anvil going for a cover immediately. Not even a one on Nate. Here we go, collar elbow, going for a gut wrench. Nature Boy, they ain't having it, baby. Stomp to the head, missed that one. Shot to the gut. Anvil gonna drag him over to the ropes. No. Yes, head him over to the ropes. And gonna drop Nate down with the guillotine. Anvil now. Mat slam. And Nate's just in trouble. Stomp to the back. And a mat slam again to the Nature Boy. Stomping away. Ric Flair's in trouble. Both men on the outside. Flair rolling to get some air. And Neidhart not letting him get a breath in. And a clothesline by Jim. And Nate's thrown back in as Neidhart has the advantage. Single leg takedown by Nature Boy. Going to work on the leg. And a headbutt that lower solar plexus there. I believe it's the bread basket, as Gorilla Monsoon would call it. And Neidhart right back to work on Nate. Ric Flair back up, shoulder block. And a knife edge chop. Kitchen sink by the Nature Boy. And the master at measuring, you're going to work on Neidhart. No, Neidhart with the counter. Missed that one. And Nate again, single leg takedown, going right back to work on the leg. And Nate with a back break. And Neidhart unloading with the combo. Double axe to the back. The cover, just a one. Just a one. Irish whip. Back body drop on the Nature Boy. Elbow drop again. Neidhart is working over Ric Flair. Neidhart up top as Nature Boy rolls to the outside. Neidhart looking to fly. Nate's caught him though. Shot to the gut. And Nature Boy gonna throw him into the guardrail. Counter by Ric Flair. Elbows to the gut now on Neidhart. And throwing him into the steel again. Nate breaking the referee's 10 count. Rolling back to the outside. And Ric Flair gonna throw him back in the ring now. Nature Boy unloading with some strikes. Neidhart to counter. Neidhart eating the right. Nate's firing back away. Lighting him up. Woo! Planting face first. And a back break again by the Nature Boy. And a shin breaker, yes. Drop kick by Nate. Back break. Running Bulldog. Back to work on the leg. Woo! Now we go to school. Neidhart. Woo! Time to tap out, big boy. Woo! 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 Nature Boy unloading right there with that big knee drop. The real world champion having his way right here with the Anvil, Jim Neidhart. Locking on that figure four, and once he did, as Mr. Perfect looks on. Satisfied as Ric Flair with the victory. The Nature Boy victorious here on Primetime Wrestling. Getting the win over Jim Neidhart with the figure four. Woo! 2-star matchup. Hey, it is what it is. Nature Boy victorious either way. Alright, moving on to the next match. We have the Beverly Brothers in action. The Beverly Bros have the Genius in their corner. We don't have the Genius, but they're taking on Mark Wilson and Dan Robinson. We got them taking on Apollo Crews and Humberto Carrillo. The Beverly Brothers are going to win with that devastating lifting mat slam. Ugh. The career killer, if you will. Don't be on the receiving end of that move, that's for sure. Alright, next up we got the Repo Man. Oop. The Repo Man's in action. We got him taking on Rock Werner. Right here we got him taking on Drew Gulak, and we're going to play this one as the Repo Man. Alright, here we go. As this loads up, as always, I want to take the time to thank all you community creators out there. Past, present, and future, then, now, and forever, baby. Together. We cannot do this without you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much. hey, this is 2K24. We can't download any more characters for it. I got everyone I could for the next probably year or two for this universe mode until I decide to upgrade it on maybe 2K25 for the 4 or maybe a newer game. I don't know yet. But be that as it may, the Repo Man here taking on Drew Gulak for WWF Primetime. As I said, Gulak taking the place of Rock Warner. Alright, Repo Man in here starting it off with Gulak, headlock punch. And the Repo Man not wasting emotion. As sneaky as he is, as devious as he is, the man is very skilled inside that ring, inside that square circle. And as you see, the Repo Man taking advantage right now of Gulak. Got him up, atomic drop, yes. He's going right to work on Drew. Stomp to the head on Gulak. As yes, the Repo Man. Neck vice locked in. Counter there by Gulak. Went for a clothesline, no. Repo Man with a choke toss. Clothesline taking down Gulak. Repo Man taking advantage of the situation, setting him up. Backbreaker, yes. And Repo hammering away. One more gut shot, yes, he's got him right where he wants him. He's done. And the Repo Man looking on in satisfaction. A choke toss again. And Repo taking advantage. Headlock punch just split him open. Back elbow by Gulak. Elbows to the gut now. Repo Man in control of this situation. Shot to the gut. Repo locking the fingers. Gonna lift him up by his arm. Stretch him. And toss him. And still got his hands locked. Driving the forearm and all his weight down on that left arm of Gulak. Gulak with a small package and inside cradle. Not enough to even get a pinfall. Not even for a 1. Gulak now stomping the head of Repo. Irish whip now by Drew. A duck. Gulak down with the back elbow. Not enough to take Repo down. Repo spinning back kick to the gut. Repo locking them fingers again. Gonna work that arm. One more time by Drew. Here it is, that big forearm. Elbow driving it down. And Repo Man back in the ring. Trying to catch his breath after that fast exchange there by him and Gulak. Left the bigger man a little winded. But Repo Man nonetheless still in great ring shape. And here he goes looking to finish off Gulak. No. Gulak with the counter. Great counter by Drew. Rolling through at the pin. And Repo with the counter. 1, 2. No. Hey, by any means necessary. Any way I can get one, I'm going to get it. With the Repo Man. Here we go. Shin breaker. And a jawbreaker. Nice counter there by Drew. Gulak looking to finish him off. Repo not going to have any of that. Irish whip into the corner. Repo eating that shoulder thrust. Not for long though. Repo Man back on his feet. Repo back in. Here we go. Looking to finish off Drew. Drew again with the counter. Should have stunned him first. That's on me. Single leg takedown. Here we go. Gulak. Fucking both men had the same finisher. That's some shit, ain't it? That's the Repo Man's finish. Unless he hit mine on me. It did a move that. Let's finish this bastard. Schoolboy! Repo Man to the top. Flying elbow drop to the floor. That could be enough. He picked Gulak back up. Gonna throw him back in the ring. And here we go. Here's the cover. By Repo. 1. Referee way out of position. 2, 3. Repo Man with the victory after that flying elbow drop on the outside. Let's look at some highlights here. Repo Man setting him up, perhaps for a pile driver. Either way, both times Gulak had it scouted, but he didn't scout that flying elbow drop to the outside, that's for sure. Repo Man driving that elbow down on Gulak's chest and throat and throwing him right back in for the 1, 2, and 3. And a Repo Man victorious. Let's head into the next match, a 3-star matchup. So after that, we got the WWF Tag Team Championship on the line as the Legion of Doom defended titles against the men they defeated at SummerSlam, the Nasty Boys. The Nasty Boys have, of course, Jimmy Hart in their corner. I know you can't see him. I'm kind of blocking him off there on the camera. He's right below me here, right over here. Jimmy Hart, of course, the manager. We're going to sum this one. The Legion of Doom win it by DQ. So they're going to win it by DQ. After this, match number 6, we have Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado, taking on the number 1 contender for the WWF title, The Undertaker. We are going to play this one as the Dead Man, The Undertaker. Could just be the manager, Paul Bearer. Just kick back and relax as my Undertaker destroys Kerry Von Erich. Oh yeah. We're gonna play it though as the Dead Man. Sorry about that little impromptu Paul Bearer. Am I really though? Alright, here we go. Taker. Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado. 1-on-1. A current star against a rising star here. The Undertaker. It's becoming more popular by the day. Here we go. The Undertaker and Kerry Von Erich starting things off as Paul Bearer looks on. Needed a gut. Kerry, Irish whip, pulling him back into a short arm clothesline, taking down the Undertaker. Going for a shoulder claw, but the Dead Man fighting out of it. The Undertaker, poised, shot to the gut, throat thrust. Taker, arm wrench. Arm wringer flipping a leg drop. Taker, off the ropes. Leg drop by the Dead Man. I do like that was very slow, I ain't gonna lie. Taker from the middle rope, double axe handle. Whoever did that was very smart, adding that move to Dead Man. Alright, Undertaker arm wringer flip again. Working over Kerry. Soundly. I'm hitting the ropes. Leg drop, missed that one. Kerry now taking advantage. Into the corner he goes. Back elbow by the Dead Man. Taker hoisting him up. Snake Eyes in the corner. And a pin attempt by the Undertaker. 1. Not enough. Shit, I don't want to keep hitting the leg drop, but I'll hit it every time if I can. Oh my. And Kerry to the floor. I will soar to the floor. Maybe not. I don't know if they have it. Even at this point in time, he wasn't really doing that much in that way. Soaring to the outside. Alright, big time. Atomic drop on Kerry Von Erich. Taker Irish whip into the corner. Big hammer throw. Showing off that awesome strength for a man his size. Scooping him up. Kerry Von Erich is in trouble. Backbreaker. Throat thrust. Kerry's feeling it there. Big right. Throat thrust. Big right. Kerry, big right again. Taker, right. Knife head shot. Taker missed. Just missed it. Fuck. Kerry. Big right hand. Kerry in control, as Undertaker has been dominant thus far in this matchup. Kerry finally got the opening he needed, and a flying body splash to the floor. Von Erich with an elbow drop. Yes, Von Erich taking advantage of this situation. Kerry in control, knee lift. He was thinking claw, and the dead man ain't gonna have it. Shark slam on the floor. Up and down. Tornado's in trouble. Tornado's in trouble here. Choke slam on the outside from the dead man. As he throws Kerry back in the ring. Elbow drop to the back. And a jumping leg drop. An Undertaker jumping elbow drop. Yes, the Undertaker is in control right now. No doubt about it for sure in this one. Taker thinking choke toss. Kerry, elbow to the head. Big right headbutt. Taker with a sidewall slam. Leg drop again. And Taker working the arm now, slamming it into the mat. Knee lift. And this match has really been mostly Undertaker offensively, just dominating the Texas Tornado. Irish whip off the ropes, back body drop. And Taker just doing everything he can to dismantle Kerry Von Erich, former Intercontinental Champion here. And Taker hoisting him up and slamming him down. And the dead man thinking old school. No. Kerry with the counter. And Taker with the counter. Taker running DDT. That could be enough. He's going for a cover. Looks like Kerry's feet's under the rope. 1, 2, and Kerry kicked out. Taker with the Mongolian chop, driving him down. Kerry counter, big forearm. And Taker counters. Big throat thrust. Out the back, chop block. Nice counter by Von Erich. Von Erich going for a cover. Just a 1. Big stomp. Von Erich dragging the dead man over. Taker with the counter. Double leg takedown. Missing that gigantic leg drop. Kerry at the back club. Kerry with the claw. Use it. Gotta use it. Gotta use that resiliency as quick as I can. His submission's off the charts on this game. Here we go. Tornado walked right into it. Taker's got him up. Taker's got him up. Tombstone pile driver. Here's our cover. 1, 2. Oh! He kicked out of the tombstone. Undertaker in disbelief. Kerry, Irish whip now off the ropes. No! Throwing Taker outside to the floor. The Dead Man. And Kerry Von Erich in a seesaw matchup. Taker counters. And Taker throwing him back in. Powerbomb by the Dead Man. Taker! Turn it into a tombstone. Got it! Drove down Von Erich. Kerry back on his feet. Taker still trying to get back up. What a matchup. Neckbreaker by Von Erich. Kerry Von Erich will not quit. Clothesline by Von Erich. Taker running drop kick. And Von Erich to the floor. And Dead Man, has he had enough? Running DDT. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. The Dead Man with the win. Rocket. What's up, George? George one time. Rocket's coming out to help Cody beat Randy. And Cody's coming out to help Punk beat Roman. Third Shoots came out this morning. I mean, Cody, Punk, and Rock new faction is insane in my opinion. Yeah, that would be nuts, man. Let's see if they go that route. I mean, honestly, I just hope Randy Orton beats Cody and takes the title. I mean, the direction they're going, it seems like the right move, but I don't know if they will go that way. If they do, they need to turn Cody heel. But this heel Orton is too over, man. He is. People want to see him win, so I think therein lies the problem. Cody's going to have to turn, but I don't know if they're ready to pull the trigger yet on that. The Undertaker with the win. And match number 6. Alright, let's move on here. Punk, too. I kind of want to see Punk keep the belt. I want to see him beat Roman, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, match number 7. We got Davey Boy Smith taking on IRS. This match actually was a time limit draw. Both men wrestled to a 20-minute time limit. We're just going to simulate and let the computer pick it. No hard feelings. I mean, Davey Boy's like 7 points higher than him overall. So, Davey Boy with the win, yeah. I figured it'd go that way. Alright, and then in the main event, we got the Rockers taking on Barry Horowitz and Mark Buenavera. Here we got them taking on Elton Prince and Akira Tozawa. Now we're going to have the Rockers get the win. Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels getting the dub. Alright, now we're going to head over to WCW as we continue. Episode number 48, Season 4, Episode 48 of the Old School Universe mode. But before we do, I'm going to take this time real quick to do a cheap plug. If you guys aren't already doing so, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms down below. And you already know, that's where you'll find me, the B-O beat, baby. Let's keep it going. We're going to go over the WCW World Championship Wrestling live from center stage. And we're going to set that one up. And we're going to play 3 matches on this show. So, okay, let's edit the matches first. Okay, our first match here, we got PN News in action. I should have just said participants, it's all good. PN News. The Rat Master, PN News. Taking on, let's just find some enhancement here for him. Don't remember what letter I went with, I think it's the other way. Let's go AJ Hawk, why not? Okay, after that, we got Cactus Jack in action. Cactus Jack, Mr. Bang Bang himself. Alright, Cactus Jack. And Cactus is going to take on an enhancement here. Is that all we have here? Is those two guys? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'd have plenty more. Let's look. I mean, we could go Post. We already beat Post last time, I believe, on here. Noam Dar. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just add Ridge Holland. Yeah, let's just do Ridge against Cactus. Works for me. After that, we got Van Hammer in action. Heavy Metal Van Hammer. And Van Hammer is gonna take on. Let's get the Van Hammer first. Heavy Metal Van Hammer. And we're just gonna have Van Hammer take on Ty Schmidt. Okay, then we got Johnny B. Bad in action. Alright. The man with the mean left hook. Johnny B. Bad. His manager, Theodore R. Long. Alright, and he's taking on Mike Graham. We do not have Mike Graham, but let's go with Tyler Bate. We got that nice little beard there that, yeah, works for me. Similar to Mike Graham, a smaller stature guy. Alright, after that we got Arachnaman taking on the Medic. I don't believe we downloaded an Arachnaman. Actually, I'm almost positive I didn't. Let me just double check. I did download quite a bit that day, but yeah, no Arachnaman. Okay, so that match ain't gonna happen. After that, we got a big 6-man tag. That one will happen, so let's do that. 6-man tag. We got Bobby Eaton and the Patriots. Right, yeah, the Patriots taking on the York Foundation. So beautiful, Bobby. Alright, beautiful Bobby Eaton. Alright, let's just go with Noam. And yeah, bam, we're right there. We have one. Scripps. Alright, taking on Terry Taylor. Ricky Morton. And Thomas Rich. Alright, the York Foundation. I tell you what though, George, if you're still here, I'm definitely looking forward to WrestleMania. I don't know about you, but it's been a great ride this year. Some guys I wish would have got a better spotlight, like for instance, LA Knight. I wish that he would be in a better situation for WrestleMania, but it's probably gonna end up being like a 6-man tag with the USOs. LA taking on the Vision with the iShow. So not really looking forward to that, but I mean, all in all, what I've seen of iShow in the ring, he ain't too bad. So he's been doing some training, so not gonna knock him. Alright, in the main event, we got Rick Steiner in action, the dog-faced gremlin, taking on Mr. Hughes. Alright, and before we start this show, we're going to take a brief intermission. So, brief intermission, and then we're going to get right back into it. Be right back at it. Alright, Rick Steiner, Mr. Hughes. And Hughes is going to have Harley Race in his corner. The King of Wrestling. Alright. Alright, so that's the main event for this show. Hughes and Steiner for WCW World Championship Wrestling from Center Stage. Let's save the show. We're going to play 3 matches on that, and that is going to be that, baby. Let's take this intermission. I'll be right back, guys. Let's start the show first. We'll sim this one. This is WCW from November 9th, 1991, hosted by Jim Ross. Like I said, from Center Stage. PN News taking on, I don't know the guy's name, but I got his last name, Davis. PN News wins with the Rapmaster Splash. So News picking up the win. Yo baby, yo baby, yo. Match number 2, we got Rick Hardrock taking on Cactus Jack. We're gonna play this one as Jack, but I'll be back so we can play as Jack. How about that? Be right back, guys. Get a refill, take a brief intermission, use the restroom, do whatever you gotta do, take a smoke. But like I said, be right back. Get something to snack on, anything, man. I'll be back. Don't smoke if you're underage. Alright, right back. Alright, I'm back, Jack. Oh. Let's open this can of whoop ass. Nice ice cold Pepsi. Ready for Cactus Jack to whoop some ass. Alright. Cactus Jack taking on Rick Hardrock. We got him taking on Ridge Holland here. Nice combination there from Holland. Going to work now on Jack. Spinning toe hold. Elbow drop to the leg. Knee drop. And the cover. Not today, baby. Not today. Irish whip pulled him back into a short arm clothesline. Ridge now in control. Irish whip. A duck. Went for a shoulder block. Jack. Well-rounded veteran. Biting him in the forehead. Too savvy for that. Back rake. And Jack with a scoop. And a backbreaker. Stomp to the head. Catch a shot. No, needed a gut. It's about to say Jack in control. Double arm. Suplex. Beautiful. Awesome strength here by Ridge. Driving Jack down into the mat. And Ridge picking up Jack. Irish whip over the top rope to the floor, throwing him all the way to the outside. And he's up. And he's down face first into the apron. Ridge twisting him up. As Jack and Ridge battle on the floor. And this is one of Jack's favorite places to be, though. This might be a mistake for Ridge Holland. Biting him on the head again. And Jack with the bat rake. Jack is merciless. Bat breaker by Jack. And Ridge throwing Cactus back into the ring. DDT on the ref. Cactus hit the ref by mistake. DDT now on Ridge. Knee drop. As Jack is working over Ridge Holland here on WCW World Championship Wrestling live from Center Stage here on November 9th, 1991. This episode of World Championship Wrestling. Jack hoisting him up, backbreaker again. I don't want to hit that backbreaker again, baby. Kitchen, I needed a gut. Ridge with the duck. Thinking belly to belly. Jack not gonna have it. Ear clapping a judo hip throw. And Jack thinking mandible. Not today. Ridge setting him up. Fisherman suplex into a driver. Fisherman driver. Could be enough. Kick out by Cactus Jack. Ridge looking to finish him. Ridge counters Jack. Jack counters Ridge. Jack hooking him, DDT. Yes! Jack's gonna split him open. And Cactus Jack now going in for the kill. Biting the head again. Atomic drop. Back to biting the head. Jack knows exactly what he's doing. Right back to that cut. It's like a shark smelling blood. Headbutt to the head. Pounds! Pounds! Big time pounds by Ridge, perhaps out of desperation. And Holland, Irish whip into the corner. Jack is in trouble. Ridge scooping him up and slamming him down. Ridge now from the second rope. Looking to fly, not today. Not on Cactus this time. Mandible claw. Mandible claw locked in. And Jack unloading with some offense. Clothesline by Cactus. And Jack now from the middle rope looking to fly. Jack, leg drop from the middle rope. Cactus Jack looking to put him away now. Double arm DDT. Got him. Referee sliding over. 1, 2, 3. Cactus Jack, the winner. Bang, bang. Let's look at some highlights here. That Fisherman Buster into a driver. And then he hooked that mandible claw. Cactus Jack here, the turning point in the matchup. Needless to say, the double arm DDT following right through. And Cactus with the 1, 2, 3. And Cactus Jack victorious. This madman. This madman, Cactus Jack, baby, yeah! And the referee trying to stop him. Jack ain't gonna have it. Yes, Jack! Jack with the headbutt. Going right back after Ridge. On the outside. Double arm DDT on the floor. Yes. Jack putting him down. Bang, bang. Yes, Cactus Jack victorious. And adding some insult to injury for a 3.5-star matchup. Yes, I'll gladly take it. Alright, after this matchup, we get the WCW magazine with Eric Bischoff. We get match 3 with John Peterson taking on Van Hammer. Heavy metal Van Hammer here. We're going to have him take on Ty Schmidt. Yeah, one of Pat McAfee's buddies here. About to feel the wrath of heavy metal Van Hammer as we play this matchup. Alright, load on up, baby. Here we go. Heavy metal, Van Hammer. Ty Schmidt, one-on-one. Van Hammer looking to continue his winning ways here. And Van Hammer not wasting emotion, starting off fast. Double underhook, hook to arms, overhead, belly to belly. Capture him, threw him, torqued him, and threw him. Irish whip into the corner, alright. Van Hammer. Countered. Double leg takedown there by Ty. And Schmidt feeling it. He's on fire. Van Hammer ain't having it though, brother. Irish whip into the corner, nobody home. Van Hammer with the chop block. Clipping a knee. Van Hammer, double underhook. Tossing him over, double suplex. Double arm suplex. Double suplex. Double arm suplex, baby. And a nice suplex up and over. Van Hammer, Irish whip into the corner, no. Ty with the counter. Ty locking up. Stretching his arm now. Van Hammer nowhere to go. Stretching the arm again. Big right. Van Hammer at the counter. And Van Hammer tossing. Ty into the corner. Hammer throw right into the corner. And Van Hammer countered. Countered again by Van Hammer. Hammer with an uppercut. And went for a foot choke, but Ty had it scouted, blocked it, and countered. That chop block again to the front of the leg. Flipping a kneecap. And Van Hammer feeling it. He's pumped. Ty not so much. Irish whip by Schmidt. A duck. Kitchen sink, he connected. Back elbow. Missed elbow drop. Van Hammer tossing him. Throwing him around now. Ty with the counter. Dragging Van Hammer over to the rope. Van Hammer counters. Hammer hooks him. That double. No! Oh my! Got him with the Tiger Bomb. One. Just a one. Hooked those arms and just tossed him like he was nothing. Ty Schmidt is in trouble here. Van Hammer has gained some momentum. Nice arm drag counter. He's going to need to do some more stuff like that. Dragon screw. If he wants to win this one, Ty has got to take control. And the second I say it, Ty Schmidt turning the table here on heavy metal. Van Hammer. From the middle rope now. Ty looking to fly. He's way too far away. Not sure what he was thinking. The inexperience here of Ty could just cost him this match. Van Hammer ain't too experienced either, but he's got him up in the airplane spin. Just a mistake drove him down. And that could be enough there for Van Hammer. Van Hammer not satisfied with that though. Forearm. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, got him with that uppercut. Ty, Irish whip again. Headbutt to the gut, knees to the face. And he's rolling to the floor. Ty buying himself some time here. Van Hammer following him out though. Van Hammer on the floor, hooking him. Double arm suplex, no. Countered it into an arm drag. And what a counter that was. Stomp to the head. Another stomp. And he's just having his way right now, Van Hammer on the floor. Multiple strikes with the feet. Van Hammer with the forearm to the back. Gonna throw him back in. No. Van Hammer thrown in. As Ty countered that. Ty counter. Van Hammer down. Van Hammer picked back up. Double leg takedown. Ty showing some wrestling skill here. Jawbreaker by Van Hammer. And Van Hammer hooking him. Up. And down. A big time vertical suplex. Van Hammer, after that vertical, saying this is it. Here we go. That pump hand. No. Yes. The Cobra Clutch Slam. 1, 2, 3. Van Hammer winning it with that Cobra Clutch into a slam. And let's look at some highlights from this match. That big time airplane spin. Could have probably beat Ty with that. But Van Hammer decided to add some more insult to injury right here. That big time, beautiful vertical suplex. And right there, the Cobra Clutch side slam. Lifting him up and driving him right down into the mat for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And Heavy Metal Van Hammer victorious. I mean, that Van Hammer was awesome looking. The best one I could find. And I'm so glad that I went through Creations, because for those of you that don't follow this universe mode, I was playing on 2K23. Hey, had a lot of guys, didn't have Van Hammer. And yeah, just decided, hey, time to upgrade. Time to get a bunch of WWF guys, a bunch of WCW guys, and forget about the territory days and focus on 1991, the year we're in, baby. That being said, match number 4, we got the Z-Man in action. I don't even think I set up with the Z-Man match, but the Z-Man taking on Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. Z-Man wins. Yes, I did not set it up. I'm sorry, Z-Man. I'm sorry, I missed your match. Match 5, we got Mike Ram taking on Johnny B. Bad with Teddy Long. Johnny B. Bad is going to win this one. Good night, Tyler Bate. Long kiss, good night. Alright, match number 6, we got Arachnaman taking on the Medic. Arachnaman's going to win this one. He beats the Medic. Not sure how a bug beats a paramedic, but hey, it is what it is. 6-man tag next, we got Beautiful Bobby Eaton, along with the Patriots, taking on the York Foundation. Here we got Noam Dar and Scripps. So, the York Foundation... Oh, shit. Not what I want to hit. God damn it. It's alright. We'll just let the match load up. We'll sim it. It's probably going to have entrances too. We're going to play this one instead of the Rick Steiner match. No, we're going to play Rick Steiner and Mr. Hughes. Because that one should, on paper, that one should be a physical mother. And I'm all for that, man. Physicality at its finest. Alright, and as this loads up, I'm going to take the time to thank you guys for joining me here in the Bob Cave. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on all my social media platforms. If you haven't done so already, down below is where you're going to find me, the B.O.B. baby. Let's get it started. Like I said, we're not playing this one, so don't worry. Let's get it there. Come on. Load, 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 load. So I can sim. Yeah, in disregard that it's a Clash of the Champions arena, it is the best looking WCW one I could find. With what I want it anyway. So, yeah, just disregard that right side there. Alright, 6 of these. We're halfway there. Got the York Foundation. I don't know if I have them coming out as a group. Be great if they were. And I think they are. Excellent. Here we go. Rick and Morton taking on Script, starting. Ain't gonna happen. Quit match. Sim it. Like I said, we're headed to the main event. So the York Foundation's gonna win this one. We'll get the win in Terrence Taylor. But before we get there, yes, we had that match. Big 6-man tag, and now the main event. Rick Steiner taking on Mr. Hughes with Harley Race. So let's get this started. We're going to play this one as the dog-faced gremlin. Alright. And as this loads up, I want to take the time to thank all you community creators out there, past, present, and future, then, now, forever, together. Cannot do these universe modes without all your wonderful creations. That is fact, Jack. So take it to the bank. You can bank on that. Let's do it. Rick Steiner, Mr. Hughes, main event here. Big time main event for WCW. World Championship Wrestling from center stage. Here we go. Mr. Hughes, Rick Steiner. And here's, of course, a big man. Big tough man, formerly known as the Big Cat, just an enhancement guy until he got under the tutelage of one Harley Race. Excuse me. Rick Steiner off to a fast start, DDT. Yes, Mr. Hughes. Like I said, the Big Cat until he got under the guidance of Harley Race. Harley Race, of course, showing him to the promised land, making him a bodyguard of the current WCW Heavyweight Champion, Lex Luger. Steiner line! Rick Steiner taking him down. Mr. Hughes drop with that big-time Steiner line. And Rick taking control. DDT attempt. No. Hughes with the back body drop. And Mr. Hughes attempting to take control of this one. Stomp to the arm. Another stomp. Elbow drop. Working the arm. And a jawbreaker. STO. Overhead belly to belly. Rick hooking him again. Set him up. Alabama slam attempt. Yes. And of course, Rick Steiner has been challenging Luger for that title, looking to get the WCW Championship from his grasp. Hughes, nice combination. Hughes, shoulder breaker. The big man, Mr. Hughes, in control. Kick to that back. And working him over still. Counter no jawbreaker by Rick. Knee to the gut. Hughes, Irish whip, off the ropes. Set him up, no. Steiner out the back, forearm. Went to the well once too often. Mr. Hughes has scouted. Hughes, not gonna take it. Club and blow to the chest by Mr. Hughes. And Rick is in trouble if he don't get some offense. Backbreaker. And a kick out. Irish whip, throwing him over the top. Big right. Rick headed up top. Hughes is in trouble if he hits it. He did! Flying shoulder block. Rick going for a pin. 1, 2. And a kick out by Hughes. Rick, waistlock, German. Driving Mr. Hughes. Right back on his head. And Rick hoisted up by Hughes. Hughes driving him back first into the corner. Right into the turnbuckle, and Hughes is fired up. Mr. Hughes is feeling it. Hughes got him with that spine buster. Lifted him up and slammed him down. And Rick kicked out. Rick Steiner somehow kicked out of that big time move by Hughes. Trying to put him away. Missed the elbow drop, Mr. Hughes did. And Rick hoisted him up. Death Valley driver. No. Hughes fighting him off. Elbows to the head. And Rick elbow to the gut. Rick from behind. Backbreaker. No. Into a power slam. Yes. Elbow drop by Rick. And Hughes rolling to the floor. And Rick is feeling it, baby. Irish whip now into the corner. And Rick, here we go. Bulldog time. Bulldog. Oh, Hughes had it scattered. Shot to the gut by Mr. Hughes. Irish whip. Hughes thought he had him. Rick, double leg. Gonna pin him. Referee out of position. 1, 2. And a kick out by Mr. Hughes. These two men back and forth. Driven down, guillotine by Hughes. And Hughes just launching. Rick grabbing him by the leg, showing off that awesome strength. And Rick now with the counter on Hughes. Elbow drop on the big man. And Rick. I'm hitting L1 the whole time. It's fine. Here we go. These two men exchanging blows. This deep in the match. You gotta be worried. Rick counter. Shot to the gut. DDT by Rick. There it is, big power slam by Steiner. Shoulder block. Rick, Death Valley driver. Connecting. And Rick looking to finish off Hughes. Here we go, now Bulldog. I don't think Hughes gonna counter this one. Got it. Here's the pin by Rick. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Mr. Hughes. Mr. Hughes somehow kicking out. Rick Steiner not even sure. Here we go. Suplex. Hughes. Out the back. Mr. Hughes is actually a 99 on this game. I didn't change the overall. I have no clue. He is fighting for it all. Counter by Rick. Rick hooking him, Bulldog. Yes. Come on, ref. 1, 2. No, rope break. You've got to be kidding me. Hughes with everything he had. Like I said, ever since he's been under the guidance of Harley Race, he has been a different man. No! Down he goes! Rick kicking out. Woo! Big boot! Rick with the counter. Another Bulldog by Steiner. Yes! Come on, Rick! 1, 2, 3 as Harley looks on in disgust. Rick Steiner picking up the win. What a hard-fought matchup there for Steiner. Right there. Got lifted with that big front falling spinebuster. Death Valley driver attempt once. Missed it the first time. Nailed it the second time. Right there, that flying Bulldog from the middle rope. Thought it'd be enough. Hughes with the big boot. Hughes should have went for the pin after that boot, to be honest. Hughes might have had him. But he got greedy. Rick countered. Drove him down with the Bulldog. And beat him. Rick Steiner and Mr. Hughes. What a barn burner here on World Championship Wrestling. From center stage as the dog-faced gremlin celebrates his 4.5-star matchup and the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining me here in the Bob Cave. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on all my social media platforms. If you haven't done so already, down below, that's where you're going to find me, the B.O.B. baby. You already know. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. George, thank you for commenting. Appreciate it. Being that as it may, I want to thank all you community creators, past, present, and future, then, now, forever, together. Cannot do it without you guys. And until we meet again, my friends, this is the Bob signing out. Stay tuned for more content coming your way live from the Bob Cave. Thanks for watching.